Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Mike McGrew. I'm the watchmaker and I'll be narrating this video. Before we get started, I'd like to thank Jacob O'Neill from Animalgraphs for providing this amazing video. In this first video of our On the Bench series, I'll be covering watch part names and functions. If you're new to watchmaking or just want to know what's inside of a mechanical watch, then please stay tuned. The first system we'll cover is the power transmission. Power is transmitted from the mainspring through the center wheel and continues through the train of wheels to the escapement. The mainspring provides all of the power to run your watch. The keyless works enables you to wind or set the watch. It contains the set lever spring, the yoke, the sliding pinion, the winding pinion, the stem, and the crown. When the crown is pushed back in, the sliding pinion moves back out and engages the winding pinion. This allows you to wind the watch. In the video, you see the stem and crown being pulled out. That caused the winding pinion to engage the intermediate wheels, which will allow you to set the time. When the stem is pulled out and pushed back in, it causes the setting lever to move from one position on the setting lever spring to the other. This either puts the watch in set or wind. The mainspring is housed in the mainspring barrel. Along with the mainspring barrel arbor, the ratchet wheel, the click, and the click spring. Now we move over to the train of wheels. The mainspring barrel engages the center wheel. The center wheel also contains the cannon pinion, which holds the minute hand. Third wheel into the fourth wheel. The fourth wheel is the wheel that holds the second hand, which rotates once a minute. The wheels are mounted onto axles. They're very, very thin. They ride in jewels. They act like bearings to reduce friction. Now we'll take a look at the motion works. If you like what you see, we invite you to subscribe to the channel so you'll be alerted whenever we upload new content. Okay, back to the motion works. The motion works, which consists of the cannon pinion, the minute wheel, and the hour wheel. The hour hand, as the name implies, is mounted to the hour wheel. And the minute wheel reduces the rotation between the cannon pinion and the hour wheel. Now we can take a look at the escapement and the balance wheel. It consists of the balance wheel, the hairspring, the pallet fork, and the escape wheel. This allows the power from the mainspring to escape in a controlled rate. The balance wheel is on an axle called a balance staff. The tips of the balance staffs ride in the same type of jewels that were seen earlier. A small amount of lubrication is applied to each one of the jewels. If you watch closely, you'll see as each escape wheel tooth slides off of the jewel on the right hand side of the pallet fork, it imparts a little push to the pallets, which in turn pushes the roller jewel, which you can't really see yet, on the balance wheel. This causes the balance to oscillate back and forth. Here you can see the roller jewel, an oval-shaped red piece. If you notice, the top disc has a little crescent cutout right behind the roller jewel. In order to regulate or adjust the timing of the watch, the regulator stud is moved forward and backward along the length of the hairspring. As the balance oscillates back and forth, that guard pin slides through that crescent, and this prevents the watch from becoming quote-unquote overbanked if it should receive a jolt while the roller jewel is out of position. This is why it's called the guard pin. The model of watch that's being shown here operates at 21,600 beats per hour. The foundation of a watch, in which all other parts are housed, are usually called plates. In this shot you see the main plate, which is also called the dial plate. Next is the barrel bridge. The train wheel bridge covers the train of wheels. Well, the pallet fork is secured by a pallet bridge. And lastly, the balance cock. So if you're new to watchmaking or thinking about getting into watchmaking, or you're just curious about how a mechanical watch works, we hope you've enjoyed this video, that it's been informative or at least been entertaining. We would love to take you along on this watchmaking journey. If you're looking for parts, please visit us at watchcrystalwarehouse.com.